in there for life. I'm on West for life, nigga. This a blood oath. Hey, yo, Madara. Here go a class for you, my nigga. 140 for the rebel. The world turned its back on me. I'm a cripple. We got soldiers, he got soldiers, but I got different ones. Ain't no way out, I tell you once. Don't pray for nothing, sin and curse. We can't forgive what's forbidden. Remain in them trenches. Trust in the Lord, but please forgive me for the times that I didn't. If rank is given, have your respect to your apprentice. Be about your business. This loyalty's a death sentence. Look, trying to pick up with a blind field. They said there'll be many mansions. I'm just grinding for my time share. Them devils ain't playing fair. They hunt you like Van Pelt, but ain't no getting out the game like Jumanji. You take that oath, it's a Dundee. They try to deal death to a priest. You won't make it out in one piece. So you can stand. Just make sure you got the heart. Say your name 3 times, then it's death do us part. No. So how you feel about this truth I done shown you? This ain't the life you think, little nigga. I should want you. Even your own people go disown. And the Lord said they hate you for my name, so you better keep it on. Ain't no more guessing, ain't no more questions. Make sure my election till I'm tucked away like George Jetson. Murder for capital, now it's murder at the Capitol. The world in amazement, we like fuck 'em, raise it, raise it. I pity those watching life as it go by. Be giving mercy in this life, I don't know why. In pump smoke, never try to. The dead at home, my brother be the dead, it's all I don't. Either fold or salute, my nigga. Salute, my nigga. They like, how you stay focused? I told them I'm motivated cause of you, my nigga. Brotherhoods and weapons, still got weapons on the scene. And I never do my niggas like Bishop did Raheem. Never mind in all beliefs, they under anesthesia. Shorty say she need me, said she wanna let that love go. Told I let that love grow. But if I bring you to my bed, that's a blood oath. So, how you feel about this truth I done shown you? This ain't the life you think, little nigga. I should want you. Even your own people go disown. And the Lord said they hate you for my name, so you better keep it on. Yeah, yeah.
Jay-Z, you know the chop. Ayazahab. Badness no sir. Let me tell you how the badness steer. Copy bad fly when the clock display. Tell a boy say no try box this face. Back switch face. You know how your blood clot casket stay, boy. You must see one Baptist prayer. When the map stick raise that thing straight. Shot misplaced, the key them in your head stop misbehaved. Scratch his face, the key never tell us we lock this place. Which locksmith, anyway watch this place. War with them funny like plastic plate, hey. We don't play around, when you see the UPK around. We bring the fucking AK around, AR-15s and AR rounds. We don't play around, when you see the UPK around. We bring the fucking AK around, AR-15s and AR rounds. We no take drape up, we no take bait up, we no stay up. And when the next day come, we no change up. My heart them brothers them wake up. AK boss boy head top shake up. So tell a pussy world don't violate us. No care where you status, where you take up. Every man a killer till miss a dead face you straight up. Great stuff, one Westling bigger than NATO. Man we boss it to NATO. Only man we afraid of, that are the creator, the maker. Hey, we don't play around. When you see the UPK around, we bring the fucking AK around, AR-15s and AR rounds. We don't play around. When you see the UPK around, we bring the fucking AK around, AR-15 and AR rounds. AR-15s and AR rounds. AR-15s and let me tell you how the badness steer. Copy bad fly when the clock display. Tell a boy say no try box this face. Back switch face. You know how your blood clot casket stay, boy. You must see one Baptist prayer. When the map stick raise that lick straight. Shot misplaced, the teeth them in your head stop misbehaved. Scratch his face. The key never tell us, so we lock this place. Which locksmith? Anyway, watch this space. War with them funny like plastic plate. We don't play around. When you see the UPK around, we bring the fucking AK around. AR-15s and AR rounds.
Hey, I'm just following orders. Let me get one of those slow motion pictures, bro. One of the slow motion pictures.
You gotta shoot at 60 frames per second.
Come on,
They say they wanna hear that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move and coach shit. As if they make the wrong move and coach shit. You see me, they like, ooh, keep on shopping. I'm on my way up and they ain't gon' stop it. They say they wanna hear that raw shit. Coming up on by the bullshit. They see me, they like, ooh, keep on shopping. I'm on my body, real niggas right beside me. Damn right, I brought my army, going up like a rocket, and can't nobody stop me. These niggas garbage, so watch your mouth, boy. Coming all black, slithering house, call me mouth, boy. I'm off the hip like a cowboy. I'm a king, you should bow, boy. Shorty like, damn, man, you cut up. Nothing I can handle. 144 in the booth, going Rambo. Niggas do you dirty like a stick in a bando. That's why I play the corner like a bum with a banjo. I'ma lead by example. Sabi got this bitch off the hand, got the juice, got the drip, about to hit the bitch with the salt. It ain't rap, it's assault. Can't taste a bitch unless you with the coke. They say they wanna hear that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move and coach shit. As if they make the wrong move and coach shit. Hey. One way, one way, one way, one way, one way. Coming up on my new
I do it how a veteran be. You better than me. I'm Reggie at the edge of the key. It's all money, no honey. Think you settling? See, you locked up, fucked up, and it's back to the streets. It's One West. You can check the residency. I reside with soldiers died on the soles of their feet. Cause there's death before designer. Ain't no coward in me. Cause I'm cold as a bitch's shoulder. You ain't calling a week. Get the cooking on this beat. Hope you like it well done. Got them killers rolling with me and they all red rum. Got you fuckers scared some. Get the banging on this beat till my fucking head numb. Black Glock, red drum, black and yellow Air Ones. Homie, you ain't got a vest. I suggest you wear one.
Told these niggas we was going up. They was doing a lot of talking. Now these niggas ain't saying shit.
Feeling like a legend in this shit. Lil nigga, I'm past veteran. Never feeling third. Lil nigga, I'm past second. Guns, I gotta have them all like Ash Ketchum. Shotty break a nigga ribs up like his wife left him. We all stepping. Kill you with kindness cause I'm dead nice. That 5'7" put you 6 feet, not talking height. That judge giving out 5, but you doing life. These hands are rude GPS. A mean right. That's mean right. We build different, you know the vibes. And we something authentic, we notarized. I keep a 144 because I know a kind. Noah's Ark, you know I'm with animals when we flowing by. We back again, no cap, when I'm with Cap again. Yeah, they say they want smoking, so we matching them. Everything righteous, so you know when we get back at them, you get hit up with a K, but no acronym.
They say they wanna hear that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move and coach shit. As if they make the wrong move and coach shit. You see me, they like, ooh, keep on shopping. I'm on my way up and they ain't gon' stop it. They say they wanna hear that raw shit. Coming up on by the bullshit.
Dear Lord, I hope you hear my prayers. Because we really, really need you down here. From all the pain that we going through, we know that you real, so can you fall through? Father, have mercy when we call on you.
far you say you? About 5 minutes.
Waiting and to play with. I raise my children up to say the same shit. Dear Lord, I hope you hear my prayers, because we really, really need you down here. From all the pain that we going through, we know that you're real, so can you fall through? Father, have mercy when we call on you, but I just wanna fall on you, to show the devils you ain't nothing to play with. I raise my children up to say the same shit.
Yeah. Go ahead. Come on, West. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Look, I keep it low to the T. UBK play for keeps. Ain't shit sweet. Got soldiers on deck, and my youngin' did a sweep. This a whole nother way. Tell him get the fuck off the beach. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us, he a breach. Nigga, come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us, he a breach. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. Man, this shit is too easy. I'm on gold, but they don't believe me. You know I'm winning with the team. Screaming Vinny, 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 VG. Hear them devils screaming out bloody murder. I'm about to close the curtain. Mama grind, bitch, and work. Sorry, all them lies, it ain't working. Them niggas weak, they be churchin'. I'm a West nigga, that's for certain. If he cross the line, I'ma back up and I'ma hit his ass with this virus. And I come through 300 strong, 144 Leonidas. All my niggas we eat. I'm in this bitch with the itis. Say REI do the sweet. J.I. do the street. If a nigga made the wrong move, he make his ass obsolete. He ain't one of us, hit the lead. He ain't one of us, he a breach. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas go retreat. Look, I keep it low to the T. UBK play for keeps. Ain't shit sweet. Got soldiers on deck, and my youngin' did a sweep. This a whole nother wave. Tell him get the fuck off the beach. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us, he a breach. Nigga, come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us, he a breach. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat.
You see this look that's on my face, bitch, I'm for real with it. I hit the streets, put on my cleats, was in the field with it. You soft as cotton, just an actor, Uncle Phil with it. And then my target's on the move, bitch, I can still hit it. Hey, I speak true cause it's necessary. Gullah Jack revolutionary. Cold on them like January. Commander Jenner is a visionary. Soul food, no sweets. Your preacher man, he's sweet.
According to God, the white man is the devil.
See, I've been in here for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? And I see niggas, they like to talk a lot. They like to claim leadership. They like to claim this and that. You know what I'm saying? They like to be above what they really is and have authority. But they don't really need that authority. They don't really know what to do with that leadership. You understand? You hold hands with this white ass. Need to stop and ask you to give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up and serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. Everybody ain't with all that peace talk. Everybody ain't with all that. Let Mike on be. Boy, ass she to stop it, ass she to prop. It's about to get serious. When they hit us with dope and kill us with crack, where the fuck with your leaders? I'm curious. He cashed out on your blood, traded you in and bought a new biz. Ask you the prophets, I tell you the scheme. If you don't wake up, you gon' die in your dreams. I tell you once, won't tell you no more. I swear these crackers try to kill us slow. Just spoke to a nigga and fed he up for parole. Because of the COVID, it feel like the hoes in this world that don't go together. Nowhere is gold in the ghetto. I'm in the city blazing with my niggas. Just told the devil the score never settled. Yeah, see the prophets. I'm tired of these niggas keep talking about, you know, you respect my religion, I respect your religion. Boy, your ass need to stop it, ass need the prophets. You know, like we all come together. Cause you know what I'm saying? They say God so loved the world. God so loved the world, and know boy, your ass need to stop it, ass need the prophets. Don't give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. Hey, gentlemen, young, we don't pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up. You know what I'm saying? Boy, your ass need to stop it, ass shit. Oh, I'm with step, I'm solid for show. To the fake niggas, stay silent, I got it, let's go, let's go. I ain't taking no loss, ain't no talking when we got the flow. Ain't no peace, just play with your own. I'ma be loyal to the right arm. Tell him we can't keep it slate. And I can can never let bygone be bygone. Got your baby mother on high, let your baby pass through the fire. Ain't she the prophets? That baby so belong to the Lord. How dare you abort it? Therefore will failure, bitch, I can afford it. I prepare slaughter, you bring me my water. Push your leaders weak, let them lies slip through their teeth. Their ass need to stop it, and she the prophets.
That's just the reality, Christians. I'm sorry to hurt your feelings. I know your pastor lied to you every Sunday for 30 years, but that's what the church is for, lying. That's why they exist, to lie the money out of your pockets.
Boy, your ass need to stop it, and she the give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We'll pray on our knees, nigga. We'll pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We'll pray on our knees, nigga.
ISUPK presents Ask Ye the Prophets weekly podcast.
Every race in the movie.
We are not the trust. We are not the trust. We are trusted, and we are not the trust.
Send in your questions to AskYeTheProphets@gmail.com or Ask Ye the Prophets on Facebook. And your questions will be answered live every Wednesday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Shalom.
He's speaking of his Lord.
What's that whole Ten Commandments? The white man made himself be the Egyptians and the Israelites. And the virgin. Every race in the movie.
Clap it up.
Most High in Christ, Most High in Christ. Shalom Israel. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Brakatham. Yahweh Shema Alathan Ba'Shem Yahushua. Welcome to another episode of Ask Ye the Prophets. You understand? This is One West ISUPK production under Commander General Yohana, like always, home of the truth. You understand? Listen, send in all your questions. This is a show that we answer any questions you send in through email. You can send them at askyetheprophets@gmail.com. You could DM us directly on Ask Ye the Prophets on Facebook. We also on YouTube. YouTube, I believe is General Mayaka Allah. You go to that page and you'll get all the shows, on the YouTube. You can view us live. We're running live on YouTube right now. You understand? We're running live on YouTube right now. Ask Ye the Prophets once again on YouTube, on Facebook. We're running live on Facebook. So tune in if you need to. You can listen in. Shalom Clubhouse. I'm new to this Clubhouse thing. You understand? But the brothers got me rolling. Shalom. I welcome all you brothers and sisters, man. So today we getting into a few things. We get into a few questions. But before I go into the questions, it's a few current events I want to touch on. You understand? A few heavy things happening in the world. The Most High once again moving his hand, and we are most certainly in the last days. If you don't believe it, whether you believe it or not, you living it. You understand? Your life is living the prophecies in this Bible, man. In these last days, you living it every day. So like the scripture said, what if some did not believe? Shall that make the faith of the Most High without effect? No, because whether you believe it or not, you suffering the curses of the words that's in this Bible. You understand? You live in the hell and the torment that the Most High bring on sinners every day. You understand? Whether you believe it or not. You understand? No matter what religion you in, you suffering the curses of Israelites. Wow. You think you're a Muslim? You think you got more connection to the Arab people than you do to Negroes and Hispanics and Native American Indians? You think you're Arab? You think you want to speak Arab languages and worship Arab gods? Well, you dying and suffering the curses of the Hebrew Israelites. You understand? You want to worship a white God, white Jesus? Do it if you want. You understand? But you still dying and suffering the hell and curses of a Hebrew Israelite. You understand? The real Jews is black people, man. You understand? Right. So send in your questions, man. Any questions about life? You didn't have visions, brothers, and sent in visions that they had, and one of them explained. We explained your visions. We explained why your mama treats you like that, why your wife treats you like that. We explained how you're supposed to be treating them, why your kids is unruly and out of damn order. We'll answer it all. We'll go into it all. You got questions about life, death, religion, whatever. You understand? Send them in. Flood me with the questions, and we're going to go into them and knock them out one by one live on the show. You understand? So the first topic I want to get into, and once again, I am Priest in General Mayaka Allah. I'm rolling with my brother here, Priest and Officer Ibad Hayah. You understand? And we about to get it in. Ask ye the prophets. First one we're going to go into is a story about the CIA. Go into the, pull up that email, that story about the CIA. They admitting to losing their informants. Losing them how? Because they getting murked. They getting murdered and killed. And people know that they spies. America ain't as strong and slick as it used to be.
Right.
The God of Israel, the Most High Yahweh, he said, I'm going to bring them down in the last days. He said, I'm going to confuse them. You understand? He said Babylon going to fall in the last days, and they've been falling, man. The government is at war with each other. Democrats fighting the Republicans. Democrats is leaving the Democratic Party. Republicans leaving the Republican Party. Now they starting a whole new independent party. There's war going on in America, man. It's like a civil Cold War. A civil war, but it's like a Cold War. It's not actual shooting and bombing yet. You understand? But it's happening, man. It's happening right before our eyes. France got a problem with America now. You understand? And you're going to hear what this ex-CIA leader said, man. He going to tell it to you. You don't believe us. A lot of people don't believe the black man, the prophets, when they speak, I buy, right. But they believe it when the white man say something. Well, I'm going to show you that the white man going to say exactly what the Bible said. You understand? Let's get that story.
Karokan. This is from NewYorkTimes.com. Captured, killed, or compromised. CIA admits to losing dozens of informants.
They admitting it now. They losing dozens of informants, man. You know, the CIA, shit, since what, the 50s and 60s, man, they've been trying to recruit black people with them. Meaning this, all you got to do to work for the CIA is take their money. They'll offer you some money, and they'll tell you live your everyday life. Go check out that group, join this group, and listen to what they teaching. You understand? And then you come back and you give us weekly reports, and we'll pay your rent. We'll give you this. We'll give you a check, and you working for the CIA. You an informant. You understand? Now you don't know none of the top secrets that they dealing with. You don't know none of their intelligence. You understand? But you are the snitch. You're the snitch for the CIA, right. or spy. When they send you overseas to other countries, you call the spy. But when you local, you just a snitch. You understand? They both snitches. The spy is a snitch too. You understand? And so now, when you're getting paid by them, and you come back and you tell them, well, those Israelites, you know, they taught a class on this. They doing this. Well, what does it look like in there? And what is this and that? The FBI does it too. They'll pay you for information also. You understand? We ain't surprised if some of you didn't know us and ask us questions and see us out on the streets and all that. We ain't surprised if a lot of you is FBI or CIA. But the good thing is, the thing that ISUPK got nothing to worry about is the Commander General Yohana taught us from the beginning that we are not criminals.
Right.
We are not to be criminals. We don't break no laws in America. You understand?
Right.
So we can't be arrested because we don't break no laws. You understand? But even stronger than that, the Most High and the Spirit of Yahushua is with the ISUPK.
That's
so
right.
we ain't got to. We ain't like you break off Christian Israelites selling dope on the side. Well, I just sell to white people, so I sell to the enemy. You ain't supposed to be no drug dealer, man.
Right.
Period. A lot of you eating weed, trying to get high by eating it. You ain't supposed to smoke it, but I'm gonna eat it. You understand? The FBI, the CIA, they you know, there's no crime in the ISUPK for us to be worried about them sending in an informant. Sending in you. We see you new faces sitting in class, and you fine. Listen, FBI done stepped to a few of our brothers, man. And guess what they did? They reported it to us and let us know. You understand? Because they ain't no snitch. But we know the FBI going to try and do what they want. The CIA also. But the point of this story is that people finding out other heathens and other sinners are capturing these spies and realizing that they spies with all the technology and all that. They're not as secretive as they used to be. And a lot of them is getting their brains blown out. A lot of them is getting murdered. You understand? A lot of them is being held hostage overseas because they capturing them, man. America ain't smart like they used to be. They don't have the power because the Lord is taking their power away. He the one gave it to them. He the one gave him the power. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Who gave the earth to the wicked? The Most High. Why? To punish Israel. Why? Because we were sinning against him. We disobeyed him. So now the wicked got the earth, but the Most High, the one gave it to him, so the Most High can take it back. And he's slowly taking power from these people, man, and pitting them at war against each other. Read on.
Counterintelligence officials said in a top secret cable to all stations and bases around the world.
A cable, a top secret cable. Cable is like a network of these CIA informants and spies that share information with each other and make announcements to each other, like a secret channel. You understand? That's what they mean by cable. So a top cable did what?
That too many of the people it recruits.
It said, this is what the newsgram said through this top CIA cable or network. It said, too many of the people we recruiting, too many of our informants, go ahead,
from other countries to spy for the U.S. Are being lost.
They put it nicely. They being lost. Why? Because they getting killed. Lost to them because they can't get in touch with them. They're not getting the reports from anymore. They haven't heard from them in a while. Why? Because they done been captured, man. They cover's been blown. It's like you go deep cover and they find and they make you. They call it in Esau's world. They've been made, and once they've been made, they get snatched up. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them getting murdered, and a lot of them probably in some cell somewhere getting tortured, man, to give them information, the enemy of America, to give them America's information. A lot of them. That's what they mean. They've been lost, meaning they don't know where they at. They haven't heard from them. You understand? Read.
Washington. Top American counterintelligence officials warn every CIA station.
They warn in all of their CIA stations. Go ahead.
And base around the world.
Around the world. Go ahead.
Last week about troubling numbers of informants recruited from other countries to spy for the United States being captured or killed.
Being captured or killed. So they on red alert right now. They letting all their CIA bases and all they people know, listen, man, too many of our people are getting captured and killed. What the hell is going on? They can't figure it out. You understand? They always had a handle on their spies. They were good. 007 and all that mess. You understand? Cats like him. No, we ain't in them times no more. The Most High moving on these people, man.
Right.
Most High is moving on Babylon. Read.
People familiar with the matter said, the message in a unusual top secret cable said that the CIA's Counterintelligence Mission Center had looked at dozens of cases in the last several years involving foreign informants who had been killed.
Dozens, man. Dozens of them. You understand? These other countries ain't stupid, man. They ain't never been stupid, man. And they finally figured you out, America, because you and all your power and all your military might and thinking you so goddamn smart, everybody done caught up to you, man. Right now, North Korea, who've been quiet for a long time, now they sticking their chests out because they got nuclear weapons too. And the United Nations trying to tell them, you got to stop testing them weapons. And North Korea said, listen, y'all don't equally disseminate them rules to these other countries testing weapons. Y'all don't curtail your testing of weapons, America. So if you try to violate our sovereignty, doing what we want on our land and our area, then you're going to have a problem, America. Why? Because they got weapons now. They got weapons that could reach the Americas. They all do. You understand? North Korea been quiet for a long time. Now they sticking their chests out. All these countries are coming against America now and hating America. You understand? And the Bible said that. It said all these shall hate the whore. That whore in Revelation is talking about America, man. The great whore that sitteth upon many waters. You understand? They all hate this whore deep down. China always have hated America, and America have hated China. But yet and still, China gets rich even in America. Even in America. Why? Because America respects China. Even though they hate each other, you understand, they got a mutual respect. because China don't beg America for nothing. You don't see Chinese people in your voting booths and in your voting lines trying to fight the vote like blacks and Hispanics do. You don't see them doing that, yet they rich in America. Why? Because America respects them. We the only ones fighting to go vote for people that don't love us, man. And they look at that like weakness and like we a weak race. Like we fighting to vote for them to help ourselves. We complaining to them about them. They don't respect that. They don't respect that. You think they do. You think if they see how much you love them and hold their hands and join their Christian religion and pray to their white Jesus and white God, you think that they'll say, oh, these people love us and be merciful, but this ain't that type of animal. Our oppressor is a whole nother type of human being.
Right.
The Lord created this monster to be exactly that, a monster. He see you praying to him. He see you saying, I love you, master. He see you doing everything he tell you. He see you begging him to free you and give you more rights and give you more liberty. He see all that. And he say, these people is weak as hell. We going to put a harder foot on them. That's how he thinks. The more you beg, the harder of a yoke and oppression he put on you. And the Christian church that made us all weak losers and beggars. You understand? But the Most High moving and showing his power because all of us ain't weak. All of us don't trust our oppressor. All of us ain't trying to get with his women and be his friend. All of us ain't trying to make him smile and please him. Some of us serve the Most High instead. Some of us follow this Bible. And we have no fear of nobody but the Most High. You understand? Some of us are strong. And we encourage you weak brothers and sisters. You still got time to get strong, man. You still got time to step it up and become warriors instead of loving and trying to follow the oppressor. Some of you still celebrating Christmas. Talking about shalom, brother, shalom. Yeah, how about Shemi Awashai? You still celebrating Christmas, Negro. Please. Because you speak a little Hebrew, you think you got us fooled? Not nah, SUBK. We read your whole zone by 5 minutes of looking at you. You start talking 2 minutes of your speech, tell us everything about you. You understand? Read on.
Arrested or most likely compromised.
Killed, arrested, or most likely compromised, meaning they got hits out on them. They done found out who they are, and now they got the hit out on them, so they probably in hiding somewhere, can't even call America to help them or rescue them. Go ahead.
Although brief, the cable laid out the specific number of agents executed by rival intelligence agencies.
They're getting executed by rival intelligence agents, meaning America spies going over there spying on Russia and the Middle East, and they got spies too. And their spies figure out, hey, this he works for America, and you gone. You out of here, man. They take your head off your body. Or they put you in some chamber and just enjoy some torture and start to rip your body apart until you start telling who you work for, what company, what part of the CIA, you understand, till you give it up. You understand? Or you just you think you're so strong, they didn't train your brain to shut down. They do that a lot with them ex-military who join the CIA too. They get tortured to a certain point, their mind go into a shutdown, where they just give their name and their goddamn rank and all that there. And their brain just don't give no information and they end up killing them. You understand? But America's losing his power, man. Go ahead.
A closely held detail that counterintelligence officials typically do not share in such cables.
Go ahead.
The cable highlighted the struggle the spy agency is having.
They're having a lot of troubles, man. Who bringing them troubles? The Most High is bringing them trouble. The Most High is bringing them trouble, and they having a lot of it. What did it say again? They having a lot of trouble. What?
The cable highlighted the struggle the spy agency is having as it works to recruit spies around the world.
Like it's still looking for snitches and sellouts and spies, but they having a problem because don't nobody want to get killed. America don't have your back. If you an Israelite, you black, Hispanic, or Native American Indian, man, don't be going out here thinking you're going to make a few dollars being a snitch for the government.
Right.
Thinking you're going to work for the CIA and the FBI and be a snitch in the hood. And that's how you pay your bills. A lot of you done it already, man. I had friends in the world back when I was in the world. Found out that they got arrested and locked up because, first of all, we was all sinning. You know what I'm saying? We didn't know the truth, but found out other sinners who they thought was their friends were told on them, working for the damn CIA. You know what I'm saying? Working for the police. And they looking for more recruits, but it's hard to find them because a lot of them current recruits is getting murdered for these jobs in America. They can't really protect you. You on your own, man.
Right.
They just tempt you with a few dollars and send you out there and say, we got you. Just hit the button. You hit this button. We coming to the rescue. Lying to you.
Right.
They can't protect you. So now they ain't getting a lot of recruits because the people that would want to do that job, they finding out, man, we heard they getting killed. Y'all can't protect us. We don't want that job. All that money ain't worth me dying in the Middle East somewhere or in the Russians' hands. Read.
And difficult operating environments.
And difficult what?
Operating environment.
Difficult operating environments, meaning they trying to be the spy and do their job, but it's hard nowadays because these other spies in these other countries, you Americans can't hide. You go over there trying to blend in now. They done figured you out. It's hard to operate in your regular capacity because they finding out who the hell you are.
Right.
They seeing your dialect of Arabic is a little different.
Right.
And they might not say nothing at first, but they talking about it. This guy, he speaks a little funny. This guy, he doesn't speak a dialect. Investigate him. Keep an eye on him. Now you out there butt out or ass out. You understand? You out there assed out because now they on to you and you can't really get out of there or they'll see you. You know what I'm saying? Ain't that secret no more. And you getting caught, and they getting caught up out there, man. Go ahead.
In recent years, adversarial intelligence services.
Adversarial meaning the enemy, and spies. Intelligence meaning spies. Spies. So America's spies are going to war against the other country's spies. America's spies are going over there, and their enemy spies are figuring out who they are. Read that line again.
In recent years, adversarial intelligence services.
Adversarial intelligence services, meaning the enemy spies. Go ahead.
And countries such as Russia, China, Iran, and Pakistan.
Enemy spies, enemies of America. Go ahead.
Have been hunting down the CIA sources.
You hear that? They've been hunting these bastards down. Listen, now we don't give a damn about Russia, China, Iran, none of them. We don't give a damn about none of them, but we love the fact that they're going to war with America. Let them all kill each other.
Right.
Let them all kill each other as is prophesied. And when Third World War come, as is prophesied, our black king and 200 million black angels going to break the sky and finish that war.
Right.
They're going to start it. The country's going to start it and bombing each other and killing each other. But our king and the angels, when the Most High send them, they going to most certainly finish it. And it ain't going to take long. Scripture saying 1 hour. 1 hour. America's the greatest military in history. History. The greatest superpower on earth, man. And the Most High, our God, the God of Israel, he's going to bring this place down in a short time. It's going to be no time at all. Read on.
Have been hunting down the CIA sources.
And all these other countries been hunting down these American spies coming over there trying to get information. They've been hunting them down, man, and executing them. Go ahead.
And in some cases, turning them into double agents.
You hear that? What I just say. They torture them enough where they start working for Russia now. They beat their ass enough to now they start being a snitch for the Arabs now. Giving them info about America or going back to America and spying on America now, being a double agent. They probably hold them and torture them, tell them, get in contact with your family. Bring them over here. You bring them over here, we're not going to kill you. We're not going to kill them. You bring them over here, we're going to send you back to America, but we're going to hold your wife and kids. And you go back to America and you do one job for us, and then we'll send your family home. Everybody could live, but you got to do this for us. Now they double agents now. Or they got to choose to die. You understand? Read.
Acknowledging that recruiting spies is a high-risk business, the cable raised issues that have plagued the agency in recent years.
Read that again.
Acknowledging that recruiting spies.
Acknowledging means admitting. This is what they're admitting. They're admitting that recruiting spies for the CIA and for America, go ahead,
is a high-risk business.
It's high risk because they can't really protect you. Know that well. If you're an Israelite trying to be a spy for the America, you have the mark of the beast, man.
Right.
That's the mark of the beast. America is the beast. You understand? And you working for them, trying to harm others for them. That's the mark of the beast in your hand, man. Studying how they protocols and how they do things. That's the mark of the beast in your head.
Right.
You understand? You understand? You better get the mark of the Most High in your head.
Right.
Get the mark of the Most High in your hand, like the scripture said. Meaning, do what He say, and follow His rules and His protocols, and learn to live like He say live. You understand? But a lot of you choose to serve this beast. Most High see you. You might could hide it from us for a while, but once again, we ain't sweating it because we ain't no goddamn criminals.
Right.
We ain't dope dealers.
Right.
You understand? And we don't encourage or condone none of that mess working for this beast. But the Lord see you, and the Most High, he knows just how to handle you.
Right.
He know how to handle you. He'll break your whole heart. You try to come against the priests or come against Israelites or do harm to Israelites for this beast, the Most High will make you come home with your woman and the triple buck and 3 of your homies in every hole in her body because they thought you wasn't going to be home till next week. The Lord will have you come home early for some reason to surprise your boo. And you come home and open that door and your woman, every hole in her body is filled up by your crew. By your crew, break your heart. The Lord know how to destroy you. He know what hurt you worse than anything. You understand? He'll do something horrible to your children, man. These unseen forces, unseen things going on and happening to your children. It's the Most High. And once upon a time, even the heathen knew when God was moving on them. Scriptures say when the Egyptians chased Israelites through the Red Sea, when the Lord opened the Red Sea and we went through, he said when the Egyptians went through, they said the wheels was coming off their chariots and their horses was getting sick and falling as they were going through and the chariots was breaking and they knew it was God. And this was the heathen. They knew. They said, let us stop pursuing the children of Israel, for their God is against us. When their wheel came off the chariot. Those type of things are signs and things that the Lord do when He's moving against you, man. You think your life is hard just because of this, just because of that. The Most High is against you. You better find out how to please Him to get Him on your side.
Right.
You better come on in the ISUPK and we'll explain to you how to get right and how to get that what you think is bad luck off you. You think it's bad luck when it's just the Lord is against you. It's just the Lord is against you. Is it more?
Go
ahead.
The cable raised issues that have plagued the agency in recent years, including poor trade craft,
right?
Being too trusting of sources,
poor trade craft. Go ahead. And being what? Too trusting
of sources.
See, they trust these people when they get hold, they get set up. They trust in these people when they already didn't had a talk about. I think they working for America. I think this guy is. I don't trust him so much. All right, well, let's just keep an eye on him. And they go smile at you and talk to you, and you just trust them, thinking you got them in your pocket when they plotting against you, man.
Right.
They plotting to expose you in some corner when it's the right time and either threaten you to work for them or give them some intelligence, or they putting a bullet in your head. Or they cutting your neck off. They like that. They cut that head off quick. I used to watch them videos, man. Some people couldn't take it, but I used to watch it. They slice your head right off and your body fall to the ground and they sit your head on your back. They sit your own head on your back, man. That's some hell, brother.
Right.
Israelites do not work for this government, man. Read.
Being too trusting of sources, underestimating foreign intelligence agencies,
underestimating, thinking they so smart and they so bad that they can figure all the other spies out when all the other spies have figured them out a long time ago.
Right.
America's over there playing checkers and the other countries is playing chess, man.
Right.
You understand? They ain't as smart. Our oppressor ain't as smart as he would have you believe, as he would make you think on all his movies and his TV shows. He ain't as smart as he put it out there to be. Go ahead.
And moving too quickly to recruit informants while not paying enough attention to potential counterintelligence risk.
You hear that? They so quick on getting you and paying you and sending you on some secret spy mission that they ain't even paying attention to their enemy's intelligence and their capabilities, man. They just put you in harm's way like it ain't nothing. Go ahead.
A problem the cable called placing mission over security.
You hear that? They admitting it, man, that the American government, they place their missions over security, man. They can't protect you or secure you. You understand? You fighting against the Most High working for these people, man. The Most High bringing them down. Let me say a quote. This is a quote, man, from a CIA name, a former CIA counterterrorism official. Look him up. His name is Phil Mudd, M-U-D-D. You understand? He's ex-CIA, counterterrorism. You understand? He said, if we can't protect America from threats to elections with Russia, if we can't access threats to places like Korea and Japan from China, from the Chinese, he said threats to the Middle East and Europe from the Iranians. He said if those places are getting better off, are getting better at picking off our agents, and we don't even know how to stop Russians from interfering with our elections, he said, then we are certainly weaker than them. He said it on national TV. Ex-CIA terrorism agent said America is weaker than these other countries because they still trying to figure out and get the proof and charge Russia with hacking their elections. Can't even stop them. They said the Russians still interfering with it. They can't stop them. Yet these other countries, all up in their business, and they can't even protect their people out there. They can't even protect the Middle East from the Iran. They can't protect Korea and them from the Chinese. You understand? They can't even protect themselves from Russia. He said they are certainly weaker, man. Give me Isaiah 47 and 11, if you will. I mean, 47, let's start at 1. Let's start at 1. Listen, the Most High said Babylon would fall. Babylon fall down. You understand? And they are falling. They are falling. And the Bible prophesied it, man. Like they starting to admit it themselves. You understand? Once again, the Republicans and the Democrats are at war. You understand? They hate Trump. You understand? They want the Democratic Party to be strong, but Biden's so damn weak and soft. You understand? They kind of admire Trump for his boldness and using his authority to do whatever the hell he wanted. They kind of respect that, you understand? And they wish Biden would be as strong, but Biden is just, weak for America also.
Right.
You understand? Neither one of them got any good for us in mind.
Right.
Neither one of them has the backs of Hispanics and Negroes and Native American Indians. You understand? That's white. That's the oppressor's business, all that there. And the Lord is stirring the pot and turning them against each other. And it's a beautiful thing in mine eyes. It's wonderful. Right. It's wonderful. Go ahead.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 47 and verse 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon.
O virgin daughter of Babylon. So this ain't the actual Babylon, but it is the daughter of Babylon. You understand? It's the daughter of Babylon. Babylon means confusion. And there was a lot of confusion in Babylon at that time with religion and peoples and all of that. You understand? There was a lot of confusion. You understand? And in America, there's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of confusion in America, and it's ridiculous, man. Read on. And listen, it's a virgin daughter because a major war has never been fought on American soil, man. America's always been protected like a virgin, untouched.
Right.
But the Most High is allowing them to be touched, man, in these last days. Them Arabs threw them planes into them building. America got touched.
Right.
America got touched. They still crying over that. There's people still dying from cancer from 9/11, man.
Right.
They got touched. And the Lord is setting them up to be touched again. And the Most High been touching them forever. What you think COVID-19 was? That's America being touched.
Right.
What you think these hurricanes and floods and storms killing our oppressors is, man? That's America being touched. You understand? O virgin daughter of Babylon, read.
Sit on the ground.
Sit on the ground, read.
There is no throne.
Because they was on a throne. But the Lord taking their throne, man, slowly but surely, to now they're going to have to sit on the ground now. Now they're going to come down here with us on the ground and live a lower life, you understand? And be confused and impoverished just like we are. That's coming, man. The Lord said ain't no more throne for you. He taking the throne for them just like he took the throne from our King Saul and gave it to King David, man. Saul was still king and the Lord had already taken the throne from him. He's setting David up to take over. Same thing he's doing with America. He's bringing America down and setting the Israelite school of UPK up to take over this earth, man, under our black king, Yahushua. Read.
O daughter of the Chaldean.
Go ahead.
For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
And brother, the day is coming where America ain't going to be called tender and delicate and sweet and untouched no more. There's going to be blood flowing in these streets. Read.
Verse 2. Take the millstones and grind meal.
That's work. Take the millstone and grind meal. That's for workers and servants. But America about to feel the pain and they about to know what it is to be a servant and a worker. They've been rich and living good and have people serve them forever. Now they're about to find out what it is to serve and work. Read.
Uncover thy locks.
Uncover thy locks. When you about to work and really get it in and you know it's going to be a sweat, you take your hair out, you get everything ready. You uncover your locks. Go ahead.
Make bare the leg.
You pull your pants up. Make bare your leg. Some women, they rip a hole. They rip their dress a little bit so they can raise that dress up because they about to get to work. That's what servant women do. Go ahead.
Uncover the thigh.
Uncover the thigh. Uncover the thigh. Same thing. You lifting your pants up. Women is lifting their dress up a little bit so they can bend down and get to work. Go ahead.
Pass over the rivers.
Go ahead. Pass over the rivers. Go ahead.
Verse 3.
Thy
nakedness shall be uncovered.
Go ahead.
Yea.
Meaning they're going to be shamed, man. They're going to be ashamed and all the real truth about them. Their weaknesses, you understand? Their weakness mainly. They're going to be shown to be not as strong as they used to be. They don't know how to work hard. They don't know how to serve. You understand? But they're going to be forced to do it anyway. And then all the crying and bitching are going to start. Because they don't know what the hell they're doing. They never did this before. Well, they're going to learn. Or they're going to die learning. Read.
Thy shame shall be seen.
And everybody going to see their weakness, man. Go ahead.
I will take vengeance.
Who going to take vengeance?
I will take vengeance.
The Most High moving on them, man. He going to take vengeance against them for what they've done to his children, man. 12 tribes of Israel, Negroes, Hispanics, Latinos, Native American Indians. Go ahead.
And I will not meet thee as a man.
Look at that. COVID-19 wasn't no man.
Right.
COVID-19 wasn't no man. What would they? The variant. That's the super COVID. He ain't no man either.
Right.
You understand? But the Lord meeting these people with it. He meeting them with it. These storms and floods, hell, in Philadelphia, an expressway that I done traveled all my life, ain't never seen it flooded. It was like a swimming pool recently.
Right.
With the Lord's flood. It was like a swimming pool recently. You understand? The Lord gonna meet this place, but not as a man. Go ahead.
Verse 4. As for our Redeemer, the Lord of hosts is his name.
Go ahead.
The Holy One of Israel.
Of who?
Israel.
Of Israel, not Muslim, not Islam, not white Christians, not Christianity, not Seventh-day Adventists, not the Catholics. You understand? Not Buddha, not the Buddhists, not the Kemet, but of Israel, of the 12 tribes of Israel. And I ain't talking about the Caucasian man over in our homeland Israel right now that call himself Jewish. This ain't talking about him. You best believe that. The Bible talks about him, but it ain't nothing good. It talks about how he's a liar and a thief, and how he gonna be brought down and pay homage to the real Jews real soon.
Right.
Read on.
Verse 5. Sit thou silent.
Sit thou silent. Go ahead.
And get thee into darkness.
Get into darkness. Read.
O daughter of the Chaldeans.
Go ahead.
For thou shalt no more be called the lady of kingdoms.
Right now, America looked at like a lady, untouched, clean, and wonderful, and beautiful. Statue of Liberty, you understand? Virgin, the virgin daughter, right? Like the Christian church lie about Mary, say a man never touched her, like she was a virgin. They think America is like the Virgin Mary, the white Virgin Mary, untouched by man and clean and pure. You understand? The Lord says she ain't gonna no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms.
Right.
Go ahead.
Verse 6. I was wroth with my people. I have polluted mine inheritance.
The Most High said, I was angry with my children, my people Israel, and I polluted my inheritance, meaning I punished them, I cursed them, and I put them under your hand. You understand? And I sent their enemies against them to hurt them and to destroy them because I was angry with them. Go ahead.
And given them into thine hand.
Go ahead.
Thou didst shew them no mercy.
But you took them and you hurt them and killed them and terrorized them and oppressed them unmercifully. Unmercifully. You destroyed them like you forgot that their daddy gave them to you.
Right.
You hurt my children like you forgot I was their father. It's one thing to say, listen, punish my son. You give it to him somebody to put some hardship on him. Then you come back and they done totally destroyed and disseminated your child. Brother, they in trouble now.
Right.
They in trouble now. They had no mercy upon the children of the Lord, like we are not the children of the Most High. Go ahead.
Upon the ancient hast thou verily heavily laid thy yoke.
And upon the ancient, man, upon our elders, upon Israelites, we are the ancient, man. We the ancient rulers of this earth, all the way back in the Garden of Eden, man. Our father Adam, you understand? And they laid a heavy yoke on us. Go ahead.
Verse 7. And thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever.
And you thought you would be untouched forever. You thought no one would ever touch you. Go ahead.
So that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart.
And listen, you were so bold that Ronald Reagan set up a Star Wars space initiative when he was president. And what was that for? They were in outer space. They claimed they were looking for threats, from other countries off the planet. What other country going to attack them from off the planet? Come on. Ronald Reagan set up the Star Wars space initiative to look for threats outside of the earth, because his scholars and his scientists, they knew the prophecies. Right. They heard about this Bible. They heard the ISUPK. You understand? They know what this Bible said. You understand? They know about the chariots and of God and the so-called UFOs in the Bible. They know about those. And not only did they destroy the Lord's children disrespectfully, forgetting that we were his and we belong to him, but they also set up war zones in space, man.
Right.
To fight God when he comes back, to stop the God of Israel when he sends Christ. They think they could stop it. What's the last line say again?
So that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart. Neither didst remember the latter end of it.
Neither did they remember the latter end of it, meaning you forgot that there was going to come when I gave them into your hand. You didn't think about when I came back to get them. You didn't think about, what their condition would be when I came back to get them? Would they be just punished like I gave them to you to do? Or would you try to annihilate my children? Beyond belief, man.
Right.
They forgot the latter end of it, man. They forgot that one day the Most High was going to come rescue us.
Right.
You understand? They forgot the power of the Most High. They forgot about all that. Read.
Verse 8. Therefore, hear now this, thou that are given to pleasures.
Because all they like is pleasures, man. The Most High know this animal, all he knows is to make money, feed his belly, and have pleasure. Make money, feed his belly, and have pleasure. That's all he knows, man. Everything else comes after that.
Right.
You understand? Read.
That dwelleth carelessly.
And this man is careless, man. How do you pollute the water that your people got to drink?
Right.
How do you pollute the air that your people got to breathe?
Right.
How do you poison all the food that your people got to eat?
Right.
He's very careless, man. He's very careless. Scripture saying, Apocrypha, they say in their spirit, we only live once, so let us enjoy life to the full. Let us live recklessly and carelessly and destroy the flowers and just enjoy everything until it's no more. That's what he's saying in his spirit. This is the kind of animal that's oppressing us in 2021.
Right.
Read on.
That says in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me.
He think he is God. Go ahead.
I shall not sit as a widow. Neither shall I know the loss of children.
I'm not going to sit as a widow. I'm not going to experience death because I'm strong. I got the greatest military in history. I'm strong. I ain't going to experience death. Anybody try to make me experience death, I'm going to wipe them the hell out totally. They're going to regret it forever. Read.
Verse 9. But these two things shall come to thee in a moment. In one day.
The Most High said, but both of these going to happen to you in one moment, in one day. Go ahead.
The loss of children.
Oh, you're going to lose those children that you thought were safe. You're going to lose those children that you thought you'd never lose. Go ahead.
And widowhood.
And widowhood. You're going to experience death like you thought you'd never experience it. You're going to mourn and have loss of life in your people like you never thought would happen to you. Go ahead.
They shall come upon thee in their perfection.
And boy, the Most High is poetic. He said, when I bring this death, it's going to come to you in its perfection. It's going to be the perfect death for our oppressor. Go ahead.
For the multitude of thy sorceries.
For all their witchcraft, which is their lies that they teach us, all their political propaganda that they fool us with, all of the lies on TV that they tell us, all of the politicians and their lies, that's the witchcraft. That's the enchantment.
Right.
You understand? That's the sorcery. That's the sorcery. You understand? We grow up thinking sorcery is Harry Potter. You need a magic wand or some potion of spell with a witch with a mole on her nose. No. Witchcraft in America is the TV, the television.
Right.
The television, man. The internet. I remember when it first came out. My generals used to tell me, man, that internet is called the internet because it captures you. It's a net. It's going to capture our people one day. It's called the World Wide Web. What does a web do? It captures you.
Right.
You understand? And lo and behold, here we go. Here we go, captured by the internet and the World Wide Web. Facebook shut down for 6 hours and our people went crazy. They say the hoes was on TikTok trying to figure out how to get their hoe videos back up. Losing their goddamn minds. Having a whole council. The whole council was like, how we get these butt pictures up with Instagram being down? You understand? This place is coming down, man. You understand? Read.
And for the great abundance of thine enchantments.
And the great abundance of their enchantments, man. Go ahead.
Verse 10. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness.
Go ahead. They thought they were smart. They trusted in their evil and their military might. America, our oppressor always think that the one with the biggest gun is the strongest one. And when he takes over the earth and murders everybody and takes over land and steals land, that's his manifest destiny. The strongest survive. You understand? Read. That's what he thinks. Go ahead.
Thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee.
He said, none seeth him, but the Most High always saw him, man. The Lord and his angels always saw him. And the Most High said, their wisdom, it perverted thee. Their wisdom and their knowledge, what they know and what they think and how smart they think they are, it did mess them up, man. Like we say in the hood, they had the Most High effed up.
Right.
Our oppressor had the Most High effed up all this time, thought he wasn't going to come back, thought he wasn't going to do what he said. Again, they forgot the latter end of it. They're going to have to pay, and they will be held accountable for everything they've done. Read.
And thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me.
And that's what they think they are God. And they did convince a lot of the world to worship them as God. Go ahead.
Verse 11. Therefore shall evil come upon thee. Thou shalt not know from whence it rises.
And they ain't going to understand. They ain't going to never suspect the Lord going to bring them down in the way he going to bring them down, through disease, through struggle, through inter warfare, fighting each other, man.
Right.
The government fighting each other, and government officials jumping ship and doing things that's going to hurt the government. The CIA informants getting killed, being turned into double agents, man. Getting turned into double agents. How I truly believe Donald Trump was working more for Russia than he was for America. The nigga was a draft dodger. He didn't even go fight when they wanted him to for a country that he's supposed to love.
Right.
You understand? He didn't even pay taxes, which is the heart to keep this country going in America.
Right.
It keeps this country funded, and he didn't even pay it because he had no love for America, really. Donald Trump became president so he can get rich, man. He thought it would help his reputation, his family, his matzah, what they call it. You know what I'm saying? His prestige. And it worked, man. They told him he had to give up them businesses. He said, all right, I'm going, and never gave them businesses up. Ever. Never gave them up. And they couldn't do nothing about it. Even now, he's still the boss of the Republican Party, and he ain't even president no more.
Right.
So his mission worked. He getting big money, man. Only now, a camera ain't in his face hearing all the dumb, evil, criminal stuff he say now. Now he can say it in private like the mafia does,
right,
and get paid. You understand? But the Lord is bringing them down, man. Evil going to come upon them, and they ain't going to understand how it came. Go ahead.
And mischief shall fall upon thee.
Uh-huh.
Thou shalt not be able to put it off.
Right.
And desolation shall come upon thee suddenly.
Uh-huh.
Which thou shalt not know.
Which thou shalt not know, man. He said desolation, man. Destruction is coming to America. If you ain't believe it before, you better believe it now. We in the last days. Destruction is coming to America.
Right.
The Most High is about to burn and bring this place down and rescue us. And when the smoke clear, we coming back down here. And then the training begins. I'll get into that later.
Right.
I'll get into that later. So CIA falling, man. FBI falling too. Hell, Donald Trump tried to take down the CIA. Show you how much he loves America. He tried to take down the CIA, and he hurt him, though. He didn't take him down, but he hurt the CIA.
Right.
After him, they were struggling to get their good reputation back, and all the lies that they tell and all the corruption that they do undercover. He bought it all out of his own government. You understand? I think the Lord put Donald Trump in office to help dismantle this place. You understand? So that's it on that. Let's go. Give me that other story, Ibad. Give me the one that says article first about the black students.
Okay.
There's two. It's the same story, but the first one says article. I want you to read a little bit of the article first.
Okay.
Y'all got to check this out, man. Ice Cube had that song back in the day where on the beginning said, here's what they think about you. Here's what they think about you. Here's what they think about you. God damn, I'm glad y'all said it all. That's my song back in the day. But he was warned against his brothers who left him for some Jewish man. The Jewish man taking all their money. Ice Cube ain't want to get robbed no more. He wanted to leave them, but the rest of them didn't want to leave the Jewish man. So he left on his own.
Right.
And then they came against him, started dissing him on the albums, dissing their brother. And he said, you know what? I'm glad y'all set it off because now I could unleash on y'all. You understand? Right. And the song started with, here's what they think about you. She's trying to tell them, this is what white people, this is what our oppressors think about you. While y'all trying to cater to this Jewish man who robbing us, this is what they really think about you. You understand? And this story we're about to go into going to show you how Americans really think about you. Go ahead.
This is from AtlantaBlackStar.com. Black students are not safe on your campus.
Black students are not safe on your campus. Go ahead.
UMass enlists investigators to track emails calling black students inferior, suggesting they be sterilized.
You hear that? They said black students, read that one more time.
Black students are not safe on your campus.
At the University of Massachusetts, they say that the black students aren't safe on their campus. Go ahead.
UMass.
And this is just the one that's highlighted right now, but all these Caucasian majority colleges and universities, man, we get treated like this. Go ahead.
Enlist investigators to track emails calling black students inferior, suggesting they be sterilized.
Right. They said, you black people are inferior to us, man. You shouldn't even be on this campus with us. You understand? And they don't know who sent this email. You understand? And the university is quote unquote investigating, trying to figure out where it had come from. You understand? So, but this is an email that the black groups on the campus received. Go ahead.
A cybersecurity firm is now at the helm of an investigation into racist emails sent to black student groups at the University of Massachusetts.
Racist email. Go ahead.
The offensive emails targeting students began circulating in late August from the UMass Coalition for a Better Society.
Go ahead.
The school's own police and technology staff attempted to track down the source of the emails, but were unsuccessful.
So they so-called looking to see who the emails came from, but they haven't found them yet. Go ahead.
The school's own...
And it's sure funny how when black people do things, we get caught quick.
Right.
We get caught quick. But when our oppressor do things like this, it seems to be a whole hell of a hardship to track them down. Believe it if you want. Go ahead.
The school's own police and technology staff attempted to track down...
You're right. Who's that? Darkest your side? He said they know where it came from. They're protecting their own, like they always do. You're right. Like they always do. They protect their own. You understand? Because it sure seems like it's hella hard to find out what white people, when they do their white racist mess, it's hard to track them down, boy. Oh my God, the firewall, and this and that. We can't figure it out. Oh no, it's so hard. But boy, when they really want something, when something threatening white Americans, boy, they find you quick. Go ahead.
The school's own police and technology staff attempted to track down the source of emails, but were unsuccessful.
Go ahead.
The online space makes it quite difficult for folks without sophisticated systems to track down offenders.
We don't have sophisticated systems. In the online space, it makes it hard because we're not sophisticated. Go ahead.
Said Dr. Nefertiti Walker,
right?
UMass Chief Diversity Officer.
Good.
We also have to consider that the people who might be doing this are not trying to be found. So that also makes it difficult.
1,000,001 excuses. Now go to the actual letter. The second one I sent. The second one I sent got the letter in full. 1,000,001 excuses. You understand? If we don't have the sophisticated equipment to track these people down on this social space, on the internet space. They have firewalls and things that blocks us, especially if they don't want to be found. It's really hard to find them. Well, goddamn, I thought this was America.
Right.
You get your guy, remember?
Right.
You get your guy all the time. When they threaten America, you get him. How the hell you find Osama bin Laden in some rat hole? A million miles away. You understand? You found him. You found Saddam Hussein. You find who you want to find, and you just happen to not be able to find who you don't really want to find. We know the game. 12 tribes of Israel, we know the game. We just ain't got the power to do a damn thing about it for now. For now. Now I'm going to read the actual letter, man. Y'all listen to this damn letter. Go ahead.
This is from ifunny.com. Hello, black students of our campus. We are writing to you from a group sharing that sentiments of many students on campus of all races and creeds.
What they saying that they writing to the black students on this campus, and this thing that they about to say and write to us about are the sentiments, meaning are the feelings. This is what everybody thinks. This is what all the races on the other races on the campus thinks about black people, according to this letter. Go ahead.
Except yours, to inform you what we think of the Negro.
What we think of the Negro. Go ahead.
That lovely N-word you hate.
That lovely N-word you hate. Now, these are nice white people here. These are nicer presidents because they didn't actually use the N-word. You understand? They said that lovely N-word you hate. You understand? They trying to be professional with black people, right? Go ahead.
African Americans on campus.
Uh-huh.
We are naturally writing from a non-student account.
Right.
So that we are not victimized by the predictable cries of racism.
They said they're not students. They're not writing from a student account, so don't go trying to get the students in trouble, you know, because they know what? They're gonna be what? A cry, the last couple words?
By the predictable cries.
The predictable cries. We not writing from a student account because we know y'all gonna cry, because that's what you do. The predictable cries of black people, go ahead.
Of racism.
Of racism, read.
And not being inclusive.
Right, and us not accepting you black people. You're gonna cry about that. Go ahead.
We expect the first thing you will do is cry to the administration and media.
You're going to go tell on us. You're going to go to the news. You're going to go to the administration of the university and tell that you've been attacked racially. Boo-hoo-hoo. They tired of your whining and your begging and your crying, blacks and Hispanics. They tired of it, man. Because you just cry. They show you they hate you. You cry more. They show you they hate you. You cry more. Cry, cry, cry. They don't have to love you. Y'all know that, right?
Right.
They don't have to love you. Why keep begging them for it? Why keep trying to force them to love you? They don't have to love you.
Right.
If you could focus and take all of your love and all of your affection and your feelings and give it to each other, man. Bring it to the ISUPK and we'll teach you how God said to use that love, man. We full of love too in the ISUPK. Y'all look at us and you see we soldiered up because we are. Still right. We soldiered up because we are. You understand? We soldiers up in here, and we don't tolerate much BS. You understand? But we love our people more than anybody else. I remember black women used to say the ISUPK hate black women, but when they really looked at it, we love black women more than Christians, more than Muslims, more than whoever. We love black and Hispanic women more than anybody, man. Because we know the answers to give them to make them right and to get that BS out of their spirit, man. And to bring them close to the Lord. That's love. You understand? Read.
We look down upon you.
Look at that. First thing they said, we all look down upon you, black people. Go ahead.
We instantly know in all manners from your language, which most of you still speak in some broken form of Ebonics.
Your language is some broken form of Ebonics. Some broken form of Ebonics. Go ahead, which is a chopped up form of English. You understand? Like, because we don't speak like them, they saying we know you. We know you don't talk like us. You understand? We look down on you. We look down on you. And listen, these ain't even the hateful KKK, I want to kill you niggers type of white people. They didn't even say nigger. They said the N-word. That N-word you hate so much. These are professional white people who think they the good ones. They ain't saying to kill you and destroy you. They just saying we don't accept you. We look down on you. Read.
Or to ghetto speak.
Your ghetto speech. Go ahead.
To where you're from third world sewers.
Third world sewers. Like you speaking your ghetto talk because of where you from, and you from ghetto sewers. Third world, where you from is like a third world sewer. Where they get that from? Donald Trump. Because he publicly and felt it in his heart, called our brothers in Haiti, said they from a shithole country, man. You understand? Really talking about all black people.
Right.
And so now he inspired those good old white people that Donald Trump is talking the truth, man. I can't stand these people either. You understand? He said he can't stand your ebonics, your broken up English, and your ghetto talk, where you come from, which is like third world sewers. Go ahead.
And America bought and paid for by the U.S. taxpayer.
Right. And America's paying for you. The U.S. taxpayer is paying for you. That's what they think in their mind. They think you black people are using up all the tax money in America, man. Now, that's a whole nother story. When you look at it, America is giving welfare to other countries and supporting them, and nobody looks down on them. The Israel, the Netanyahu, and all them people, Jewish people, America gives them billions of dollars of welfare every year to help them survive and stay afloat and flourish. You understand? But nobody say Jewish people are welfare recipients. Nobody looks down on them.
Right.
It's only us they look down on. You know how many Amish people, man, are on welfare in America? Amish people survive by taxpayers' dollars in America. Jewish people survive by taxpayers' money in America, man.
Right.
But nobody looks down on them. They able to have farms and prosper and be wonderful. Why? Because they're Caucasian just like Americans are. And they love their own. But black people, they can't stand us. Hispanic people, you too. You too. Go ahead.
To how you live like hood rats.
Said we live like hood rats. Go ahead. And these are people in college they talking to. But they don't look at them like they equal to them. They go to the same college, sitting in the same class with them. But no, they still look at them like a bunch of hood rats that the university was forced to sit them in a seat next to them. So now they feel like they sitting in a cat with a full-out monkey, sitting in a class with a full-out monkey next to them, and don't feel right. Go ahead.
To how you appear.
How you dress, your flavor. You understand? They don't like it because it ain't tight and stuck up like them. You don't like a tight-ass suit and tie. You don't like the Caucasian college style jackets and clothes all the time. You like your flavor, man. You got the spirit of the Lord in you. And the Lord said we ought to be holy, which is different. Holy means different or separate from these other races or nations, man. That's what the Bible said. So the spirit that the Lord put in blacks and Hispanics is a whole nother thing from the spirit that's in our oppressor. You understand? So we are not this. We don't feel things the same. We don't think the same things are cool and fly.
Right.
You understand? And they know it. But they got the power so they could talk down to us. Read.
To how you appear, fro hair, big lips.
Your hair, your afro, they call it fro hair. Your big lips, it said.
Okay.
Your lips, they don't like your big lips, black people. Don't worry, black woman, I love your big lips. I love the big lips of the Israelite. But our oppressor, since he can't look like you, she can't look like you, they jealous of you, man.
Right.
And they hate you for it. You see them Kardashians get stuff stuck all in their lip, man, and look like your lips. They got to get surgeries, man, that have lips like you and behinds like you and breasts like you and curves like you. And then the rest of them, they'll tell you you're ugly for having those things. Afros and big lips. Go ahead.
Black skin.
Black skin, all that dirty black skin they talking about. And black skin is beautiful, man, and they know it.
Right.
Nobody want to look like them. You understand? That's why they in the sun trying to get a tan. What you think a tan is? They trying to darken up a little bit. The black skin was so bad, the hell you darkening up so much for?
Right.
Go ahead.
You are different. Regarding your intelligence,
wait a minute. Say you are what?
You are different.
And that's heavy that they said that, because we are. The Lord said in the book of Genesis, 2 manner of people shall be in thy womb. That's what 2 manner of people mean. Manner meaning your mannerism. We are different from them. And when we were in the womb, Esau and Jacob shared the same woman's womb, man. We were in there together fighting each other.
Right.
From the beginning. And the Lord told their mother, 2 different type of children are in you. 2 different people, man. And then as we became a nation, the Lord gave us a law and said, you Israelites are to be holy, for I am holy. And holy means different, to put it in a modern term. In the Bible, the Lord tell you holy means separate. Like we separate from what they do, how they live, their customs, what they like. We separate from that. That's what holy means. And if you want to clear it up and bring it into a modern term, it simply means different. Holy means different. We are different from all the other races on this earth, man.
Right.
Because we got the spirit of God inside of us, man. You understand? And our natural culture is a whole nother system and world of rules from them. So we are different. Go hold that. Go to Slack. I'm gonna come right back to that. All right. Okay. Give me some couple scriptures. Deuteronomy 7 and 6. I'm gonna show you just how different we are. Because they telling you different, and you probably feel bad. No, we're not different. We all bleed green. Don't fight against being different, man. I know when they say different, they mean we're worse than them. When they say different, but this is the truth. I'm about to show you the truth. We are different, but our difference from them is the fact that God made us better than them.
Right.
That's the world's greatest kept secret, man.
Right.
We were created better than our oppressor. We better than the Chinese. We better than the Caucasians, man. We better than the Japanese, Australian. We are better than all the people on this earth, man. They got power over us. The people that are richer than us right now, we are better than them. We were made better, created smarter than them, man, wiser than them. You understand? So we are different, but that is a good thing. Read Deuteronomy 7 and 6.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
I told you what the Lord said. He said you holy unto him, meaning we are different. We are different from all other people, just like the angry white people said at the University of Massachusetts. You are different. Read on.
The Lord thy God have chosen thee.
But listen, because we different, it's a good different, man. Because why? The Lord, our God, chose us, man. God chose us to choose. What does choose mean? It means preferred above others. I got 10 fly leather jackets in my closet, man. But this black one with the UPK shield on it, this is the one I choose. This is the one I prefer above all the rest. This is my favorite jacket. So when the Lord say, I've chosen thee, it means we are his favorite. We're his favorite black man, Hispanic man and woman, North American man and woman. And that's a beautiful thing to be, the favorite of the Almighty God. Read.
To be a special people.
Check that out. He chose us to be a special people, and we are. That's why we're different. That's why our oppressor could sit in a business office downtown somewhere all day and drink coffee and fill up with coffee and do paperwork and get on the internet and do the work and conquer businesses and close deals. He can do that all day. He got a woman home, soft, you know what I'm saying, full of sex and intimacy. He'd rather be at the job and work late. Baby, I'll be there. I'm working late tonight. I'll see you maybe tomorrow. I'm going to sleep in the office. And he'll full up with his coffee. That's them. That's how they roll, not I, or not us, not the Israelites.
Right.
We looking at the clock and can't wait to get out of here. Your supervisor say, hey, Steven, you want any more coffee? I don't want no more coffee. What time is it? 3 more hours. Damn, we ready to get out of there, man.
Right.
All we can think about is that soft woman home waiting for us and how we going to knock her back silly when we get home. just to get the stress of being around these people all day off of us.
Right.
We are totally different people, man. Read. But it's a good thing. Go ahead.
To be a special people unto himself.
Special people, man. It said that what? The Lord have chosen thee to be a special people unto himself. Go ahead.
Above.
Wait a minute. Read that again.
Above.
Above, man. Read it again.
Above.
Equal to, Ibad.
Above.
Similar to, Ibad.
Above.
Well, God said not only did he choose us, not only are we special, not only are we the best people close to the Lord, but he said we are above. Above is not equal to. Above is not we all bleed red, so we all the same. God said above. He put this word in here.
Right.
Above what, Ibad?
All people.
Above what?
All people.
Wait a minute. Now, Americans would say that's racist, right? How you think you above other people? That's racist. How you blacks and Hispanics think you above everybody else? How you Native American Indians think you better than everybody else? That ain't right. That's racist. We all are humans. We all the humans, dude. Well, you Caucasians, you don't have hue to be a human. You understand?
Right.
You lack hue. You lack that thing called melanin that the Lord put in all races, man.
Right.
But when it comes to the Israelites, the Most High said we special. You understand? He said he chose us, and he said we are above all people. That's in the Bible. That's in the Bible. And Christ said in the New Testament, for all you that think you believe in the New Testament and that is different from the Old Testament, Christ said, I have not come to destroy the law or the prophets.
Right.
Meaning he didn't come to change nothing in the Old Testament. It's all still the same. It's all still valid.
Right.
And God said that we are above all people. Read.
That are upon the face of the earth.
That are upon the face of the earth. So if you a person or human and you on this earth, God said we above you.
Right.
God said that the 12 tribes are above you. Sorry. Our God just made us better, and that's that.
Right.
We will not conform to your lifestyle or your ways or how you do things in life. So you can hate us all you want.
Right.
You can hate us and talk about these big lips and these afros, and you could talk about it all we want. We know you're jealous.
Right.
And we know we're better than you. So like Exodus 19:4. We know we're better than you. That's all. And it's a beautiful thing. You understand? And one day soon, they're going to know and acknowledge that we're better than them. They're going to see that we're better than them, and they're going to say it out of their mouth that we're better than them. You understand? We got no power to do that right now. But the Most High, the Almighty God, or the Almighty power of Israel, he got all the power.
Right.
You understand? And he's going to show our enemies soon, man. Exodus 19:4. Go ahead.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 19 and verse 4.
Uh-huh.
Ye have seen what I did unto the Egyptians.
Listen to our God. Our God is bragging. He boasting his power. You understand? Because he's a real living God that can kill you when he wants and rescue you when he wants. He can make you poor when he wants and make you rich when he wants, because he is alive. He's not like that rock over in Mecca. He's not like the cobblestone, the black stone. It can't help you. It can't hurt you. It's an idol. He ain't like this Mary statues in your church or the white Jesus cross statues in your church. He ain't like your idols and your false gods that can't do nothing but sit there and get dirty. You got to clean it off or it'll get dusty. If you don't clean your gods off, it'll get dusty.
Right.
They got to clean that cobblestone or it'll start looking horrible. You got to clean them statues and dust off that church, all your gods and your idols you pray to. How you going to pray to something that gets dirty, man? Come on. Scripture say in the Apocrypha, when it disrespected them idols, the Lord say a bird, if he make droppings on your gods, the God can't even clean it off. You know what I'm saying? Right. Bird drop on the idol face, on your God face, and he can't even move to wipe it off. He just got to stand there. Why? Because he a statue. Somebody made him. He ain't even real. But nobody shits on our God. Let me say that again. nobody can shit on our God. Excuse my French. You understand? The Most High said, y'all see what I did to them Egyptians, right? Read.
And how I bear you on eagle's wings, and brought you unto myself.
You saw what I did to them Egyptians, right? I killed their firstborn. I turned the water into blood. I put locusts on them. I put boils on their buttholes, man. You understand?
Right.
And hemorrhoids. You understand? I plagued them with diseases and botches, man. Sent the flies on them, the frogs. I did all that. You saw what I did to them, right? And you saw how I brought you out because you my children and I love you and I got mercy on you. I brought you out on eagle's wings, man, and made you safe and brought you to me to worship and get my laws and commandments. Go ahead.
Verse 5. Now, therefore, if ye will obey my voice indeed.
Now think about all that I've done for you. Now all you got to do is obey my voice. Obey my laws in this Bible. These rules I got for you on how to live. Obey them. Read.
And keep my covenant.
And keep my covenant. The promise that I made with Abraham, where y'all going to obey me and I'm going to bless you and destroy all of your enemies. Go ahead.
Then ye shall be a peculiar treasure.
Look at that. The Lord said, then you're going to be a peculiar treasure. And we take this serious in the ISUPK.
Bro.
We want to please the Most High. And we remember what he did in Egypt. We remember how he brought us out on eagle's wings, man. And we want to obey his voice. We fight every day and we teach the world they better obey his voice indeed. You understand? Indeed, meaning your actions. Follow these commandments and these laws. You got to actually do them, not just know about them. You got to do them. What did it say after indeed? He said, obey my voice indeed and keep his covenant, man. And like I said, we take that serious, man, this bond, this covenant we got with the Most High. We obey him in the ISUPK, and we don't have no mess, man. We don't have no mess. And anybody that know us knows that if they come up in here trying to act like they us and they not obeying the Most High, then they better fear us.
Right.
They better fear us. Read.
God. Then ye shall be a peculiar treasure.
A peculiar treasure. Go ahead.
Unto me. Above all people.
There it is again. A peculiar treasure the Lord called us if we obey him, man. And act like we his proper children. A peculiar treasure above all people. Read.
For all the earth is mine.
Look at that. Because all the earth is his. And he created it. So if we obey him, and we his peculiar treasure, and he put us above all people, guess what? This earth going to be ours. Because he's our father. He going to give us everything that he have, man. If we only obey him. Read.
Verse 6. And ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests.
Here we go. Once again, I am priest General Micah Allah, and this is priest officer Ibad Hayah. The Lord said we will be a kingdom of priests to him. Go ahead.
And holy nation.
And a holy nation, man. A holy meaning, nation means race, if you didn't know, because I know a lot of you listening that ain't in our school, you don't even know what words mean. Your nation is your race, who your forefathers are. You understand? Your what they call it, the tree, your family tree. That's your nation. It's not where you at. Is who you descend from is your nation. And we descend from Israel, 12 tribes. He said what? Read it again, the last line.
And ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests.
Go ahead.
And holy nation.
And a holy nation, man. A kingdom of priests and a holy nation. Nation means race. Holy means different. Separate from other people, man. We are to be a holy nation or a different kind of people, man, a different kind of race from all the other races. Read.
These are the words which thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel.
And these are the orders that the Most High gave to Moses to give to us, man, to give to us. Now, where we leave, did we leave off some? Go back to the story, the letter that they read to the University of Massachusetts students. Go ahead.
regarding your intelligence.
Now they talk about our intelligence. They hate black people because we think different from them. Our thought process or how we understand things is holy. It's different from theirs. You understand? Go ahead. Theirs only seem right and proper because they in charge. And their witchcraft and sorcery and enchantment coming out of the TV makes the world believe that their way is the right way.
Right.
When the Bible say they didn't turn everything upside down. Go ahead.
You are clearly stupid.
They listen to this. This is what they think. I don't care if they marching with you. I don't care if they hands across America with you. The ones that don't admit it with their mouth in front of your face, it's in them, built in deep down inside of them. And they might fight to keep it down. They might fight to try to show that they understand your plight because they've been fooled to think that white Jesus said love everybody. So it's a conflict inside of them. The thing that the thing that they was born with, that hatred for you, like Esau and Jacob fighting in a womb, they got to battle that with their feeling that, oh, white Jesus said we got to love everybody. And so they battle that and they fight that. You understand? And they try to suppress it way down. And they say, I'll march with you guys, man. That was wrong what they did to George Floyd. I'll march with you. And they go march with you. But when the when the sugar honey iced tea hit the fan, they know who they're going to side with. They know who they're going to side with. And one thing they never did, one thing they don't do, they don't go to war with the ones that are murdering you. Like there's a lot of they people that murder you and want you dead and they'll tell you they want you dead and will try to kill you right in front of your face, like the police and these other American citizens. And there's the other ones who won't do that. And they'll say, you're wrong, police. You're wrong, citizens, for hurting black people. We're all the same. They'll say that, you understand? But if they really, really was on our side, they would go to war, physical war and violence with their people who hurt us. You understand? But that they don't do. So they never stop the problem, which means they're part of the problem. You understand? Read. It said, we're stupid, black people. They call us stupid. When I say black people, I'm talking about Hispanics and North American Indians too, because we all the same people. Read.
You are clearly stupid.
Uh-huh.
And while not all students know the average IQ of a black person is 75.
They say our average IQ is 75. Not all the students know this, but they trying to drop the truth in their eyes. I know a lot of my brothers and sisters, my white brothers and sisters don't know, but the average IQ of black people is only 75. Go ahead.
It is abundantly clear that you possess a lacking intelligence along with an elementary grasp of subjects that most of us learned in high school.
You hear that? They say you're so stupid and dumb and your IQ so low that black people, you lack the elementary grasp of subjects, meaning you can't even understand normal college subjects. You come here getting these subjects, but you don't understand them like we do. We the smart ones, and we look at you like, oh, these black people are so dumb. They're so stupid and dumb. You understand? They say most of the stuff we learned in high school, you trying to figure out now while you're in college. And once again, that comes from the systemic racism in America, because our schools, a lot of them are not as educated as our oppressor schools. But that's their hand also.
Right.
It's like they beat you down and keep you down and never give you the right information you need and then say it's your fault you don't have that information. It's your fault. We slaves in America, man. We can't make them teach us certain things. We don't make the decisions on what's being taught in the schools. For sure. We don't have the power. You understand? So whatever's lacking in our schools, all oppressor schools, they got all that and more. They probably got college books in some of these Caucasian high school teaching them college theories and different things that black schools don't learn. So now once you get in college sitting in class with our oppressors' children, you behind the ball because that's how they set it up. That's all on purpose. That's all on purpose. Why would they send you to their children's school being as smart as them? They don't even look at you like a proper American. They don't even look at you like a citizen. You understand? Go ahead. Slocky, if I can get a scripture, give me Deuteronomy 4:1. I'm gonna come right back to that. You understand? The world, they look at us like we stupid and dumb, but you know why? You know whose fault that is? That's the fault of the Christian church. Because the Christian church, they cater to our enemies. They've been catering to them for years and decades, man. These politicians and all them, they've been selling us out to our enemies for a long time. You understand? And they don't fight to get us what we should be getting, in our schools. If us being their slaves, they're not going to educate us, then our leaders should have been fighting for us to have our own and create our own education system and educate our own children and give us the proper permissions and certificates and things where we can operate our own black schools and colleges, man, just us. And we could do it and not be under their regulations. You understand? But they'll never do that. They can never let us be free in any way, because if they left blacks and Hispanics alone, and I ain't saying help us, if they only left us alone and took the oppression and the terrorism off of us and just got away from us, they feared that we would take over the country. And you know why they fear it? Because we would. Because we would. We would take over this piss-ant country, man. Because our oppressor is not that smart. They're not that smart. I used to work with them at University of Penn, man. The so-called top professors up in there, man. And they were dumb. Dumb beyond belief. They did dumb things. I was just a security way back in the day. You know what I'm saying? And I used to go in their offices and talk to them and do different things, make sure everything was good. And I used to see the stupidity that they did, man, and how dirty they was and how nasty they were. You understand? They up in those rich offices and you think, they rich and smart and got it all, but they filthy animals up in there, man. They still the same old cavemen that they always been. You understand? Deuteronomy 4:1.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, the 4 and verse 1. Now therefore hearken, O Israel.
Oh, who?
Israel.
Oh, Israel. Go ahead.
Unto the statutes and unto the judgments which I teach you.
Go ahead. The statutes and judgments that the Lord taught us. Read. We had an education, man. And it started with our God and his laws and statutes, which are the highest wisdom on this earth, the highest knowledge on this earth. So he taught us statutes and judgments. Go ahead. Oh, Slocky. He taught us, statutes and unto the judgments. Go ahead.
For to do them.
For to do them. Not just learn them, but to learn them and to do them. Go ahead.
That ye may live.
That we may live. Because knowing what the Lord's saying, understanding and obeying his word, he destroys our enemies before our face, man. He destroys our enemies before our face. Anybody that ever has came up against the ISUPK, the Lord has dismantled them. The Lord has brought them down and shamed them. You understand? Because we don't bother nobody until they bother us. Read.
And go in and possess the land which the Lord God of your fathers giveth you. Verse 2. Ye shall not add unto the word which I command you.
Go ahead. Go jump down to 5.
Verse 5. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments. Even as the Lord my God commanded me.
Like we had an education, and it was the best kind of education. See, the church take our people and open this book up and supposed to educate us in the wisdom and the knowledge of the Most High, but they don't, because they don't understand this book, man. The scriptures say it has been hid from them for generations, man. They don't understand this book. You understand? They don't even know that they the 12 tribes of Israel. They don't even know that all these blessings and wonderful things is to the 12 tribes of Israel. They never even knew that Jesus is black was in the Bible until we taught them. They never knew that it said the disciple. Peter was a dark-skinned man. Solomon was a very dark-skinned man. That all the Jews were dark-skinned. They never knew it was in there, man, until we taught them. They never knew slave ships were in the Bible until the ISUPK taught them. You understand? They never understood this book. And so it's impossible for them to teach the congregation what God is saying if they don't even understand what he's saying. Read.
that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it.
And we had a hell of an education, man. You read the book Babylon and Timbuktu, page 90, I believe it is, when Israelites went into Africa running from the Romans. It said in Africa, we had mathematicians, we had scientists, we had professors, we had all type of things that created a higher level of society, it said, man. We had educators, we had cultivators, we had engineers, man, while we was in Africa. We was building houses and building things. We knew geometry, trigonometry, all them type things, man. Let alone the farmers and the fishermen and the hunters to feed ourselves. We were self-sufficient, man. We do not need the oppressor to survive.
Right.
We do not need him, man. All we need is the education from our God.
Right.
But because the church have caused us to depend on our oppressor and look to him for everything, even our education, the world looks at us as a bunch of weak bastards, man. And they right. We are a race of weaklings because we look to this white man like he's God. We look to him for everything. Read.
Verse 6. Keep therefore and do them. For this is your wisdom.
This is what?
Your wisdom.
This is our wisdom, man. The education of the Most High is our wisdom. Go ahead.
And your understanding.
And our understanding. Read.
In the sight of the nations.
In the sight of the nations, man. In the sight of the nations. Go ahead.
Which shall hear all these statutes. And say, surely this great nation.
And they're going to hear about our laws and how we live according to the Bible. And they're going to hear how our God told us to live. And they're going to say, damn, I never thought to live like that. I never thought to wash up every day. I never thought to put water on myself every day. You understand? To get this stink off me. When the Lord he gave us laws to wash when we were unclean. You understand? We had these laws. They were still, listen, they just recently figured out the earth wasn't flat. The Lord told us thousands and thousands and thousands of years ago, he said the circle of the earth in the Bible. So we had a hell of an education, man. And when the world saw this, when the heathens saw how we were educated through the Most High, they would say what? Surely, go ahead.
This great nation.
They will look at us as a great nation, not a weak nation. If we were educated through the Most High, in his culture, his statutes, his laws, his lifestyle, they would say this is a great nation, not you are stupid and weak with 75 IQs. Read.
Is a wise and understanding people.
This is what they're supposed to do to you. They're supposed to have respect for you. Because you wouldn't be a begging ass race of people because of this church begging them for rights. Please give us the right. We want to vote. We want to vote fairly. Let us eat while we in this long line of voting. Let us get water while we in this line. It ain't right, Mr. Oppressor, that you stop them from feeding us while we standing in this line for 6 hours trying to vote for you. We weak, man. Weak beggars, man. We were supposed to be looked at as a wise and understanding people. Read.
Verse 7. For what nation is there so great?
This is what they're supposed to say. Go ahead.
Who have God so nigh unto them.
But in church, you ain't got God close to you. In the Muslim mosque, you don't have God close to you. A lot of you Christian Israelites, you following after Jewish people, you don't have God close to you. A lot of you still think we African and you worship in African religions and gods. You don't have God close to you. But if we followed and obeyed the God of Israel, Yahweh, man, as Israelites, they would look at us and say, you know, we are wise and understanding nation. Read on.
As the Lord our God is in all things.
Go ahead.
That we call upon him for.
Read.
Verse 8. And what nation is there so great that have statutes and judgments so righteous?
They would know we are righteous people, man. But you can't say that about church. You can't say the education from the church is so wonderful and great and righteous. Because when you look at the choir, it's a whole bunch of sissies on the choir. And we know that ain't righteous. When you look around the church, half the women in there is dressing like whores now. And we know that ain't righteous.
Right.
And we done heard about all the rumors and the witnesses of your child molestation, man, and your adultery, sleeping around with each other all up in the church.
Right.
Bunch of whores up in the church. We know that ain't righteous. You can't say that about church. And when I say church, I'm talking about the Muslim mosque too.
Right.
Because you niggas running around talking about Assalamu alaikum, you still celebrating Christmas.
Right.
Muslims celebrate Christmas and Thanksgiving. And neither one of them got nothing to do with the Arabs.
Right.
Or your Assalamu alaikum. And the Lakers almost won. You understand? All of you are Christian, man. And so, what was the last line say again?
And what nation is there so great that have statutes and judgments so righteous as all this law?
Right. So all these Christian, Muslim, all these religions, none of them are righteous. I grew up amongst Muslims, hell. And I know under them ninja suits that them sisters wear, there's a freak under there.
Right.
I know firsthand. Confession is good for the soul. Under them ninja suits is a whole Christian whore up under there. You understand? None of them are righteous. Read.
Which I set before you this day.
Right. Go ahead.
Verse 9. Only take heed to thyself.
Right.
And keep thy soul diligently.
Only take heed to be careful. And keep your soul, man. Read.
Lest thou forget the things which thine eyes have seen.
Lest we're going to forget the history that our ancestors went through and was supposed to pass down, man. Teach your children. They teach their children. They teach their children. And we were supposed to have this knowledge. But once again, our oppressor got his hand on us, put us on slave ships, and murdered our historians, murdered our elders who would pass down all our great history and royal history and righteous history. And then taught us, gave us a re-education under him of Christianity, because he knew that would make us weak. He knew that would make us weak. But thanks be to God, Christ said in the book of John, I'm going to raise up everything my Father gave me in the last days.
Right.
And here we are. Barakatah Yahweh Yahweh Shah. Here we are. The Water Commander General Yohana, man. The Lord chose the right brother to stand up and hold this nation up. And now we all get our original education back, man.
Right.
And they can't fool us with their movies and make us think they great. They can't fool us with their pictures and their religions to make us think they great. We know that we are greater than them. And that a day is coming where the Lord going to smash them and make them all disappear. You understand? Take heed to yourself. Keep your soul diligently, lest you forget the things that your eyes have seen. Go ahead.
Unless they depart from thine heart all the days of thy life.
And because of the Christian church and the Muslim mosque, all the things of the Most High God of Israel, it have departed from our heart. It have departed from us. So now in the University of Massachusetts and all these universities, they look at black people like we weak. Religion is weak. Religion weakens a man. Being an Israelite, this is not a religion.
Right.
What religion is don't murder your brother?
Right.
What religion is don't steal from your brother?
Right.
What religion is don't worship no idols, only the living God?
Right.
What religion is don't covet what your brother got?
Right.
Don't commit adultery. What religion is that?
Right.
It's not a religion. Those are laws that our God gave us, man.
That's right.
Being an Israelite is not a religion. It is a race of people. We
Right.
come from an actual man named Israel. He's our forefather, man. He had 12 sons, and we are the children of those 12 sons or 12 tribes.
Right.
It is a race. It's something you got to be born into. It's your nation. It is not a religion, man. Religion makes you weak, and this letter to the black groups at the University of Massachusetts is proof of it, man. It's proof of it. They think we're weak because you beg them, you vote for them, you cry and complain all the goddamn time and march. How the hell you gonna march talking about no justice, no peace, no justice, no peace? Meanwhile, you say, no, we peaceful protesting. We're peaceful protesting. How you gonna peaceful protest and scream no justice, no peace?
Right.
Because black people never even thought of that. They never even think, what the hell am I doing out here? I'm screaming no justice, no peace, like I'm threatening them, like I'm gonna make them afraid, when we done signed a contract that we are going to be peaceful out here. You understand? It's ridiculous, the mind state that they have us in. You understand? And we don't even realize. Scriptures say, if your darkness is light, how deep is that darkness?
Right.
And blacks and Hispanics, in our mind, the things that we think is smart in this light is still ignorance and darkness, man. Which means the darkness we in is like a deep double darkness, man.
Right.
We walking on the streets totally in dark. That's why the Lord called us the living dead, man. That's why he called us dry bones, the walking dead. It's ridiculous. We were finished the end of that? Where we at? Read on.
Kawaka. But teach them thy sons and thy sons' sons.
Okay, no sweat. Let's get back to the story.
Kawaka.
Like we were supposed to teach our children, like I said, and our children teach their children, and their children teach their children, so forth and so on, all the way down. But we lost that, man. But we lost that. We lost our heritage. We lost our culture. We lost it all. You read Jeremiah 17:4, it tell you we was going to discontinue from our heritage. That was a future prophecy. He said we was going to discontinue from our heritage that the Lord gave us, man. And our heritage was this Bible, man, the Torah, these laws and statutes, this way of life, what to celebrate, what not to celebrate, how to think about things, the wisdom in it, the understanding. That was our heritage, and we lost it because of your goddamn religions, man. And I see a lot of our brothers and sisters, they think they got Hebrew names, but it's Jewish names you got.
Right.
You don't have Hebrew names, you got Jewish names. Yosef, the O and the E, Yosef, that's a Jewish name. That's not Hebrew. Yisrael, and Shalom, and Yahweh. All those are Jewish terms. That's not Hebrew.
Right.
You think you got light, but you still in the dark, man. You still in the dark. That's the quickest way for me to delete you. I get friend requests, Yosef ben Yehuda, requesting my friendship. I can't do it, brother. I can't do it. I can't. What do you want from me? You know what I'm saying? You're Jewish. The hell do you want from me? Come in this class, man. Do your time. Get a legitimate Hebrew name. And then maybe you could be my friend. Scriptures say prove a friend.
Right.
I don't want no Yosefs or Ben Yehudas as my friend. You understand? Come correct. If we're going to do this thing, let's do it right. How you going to be out here trying to be Hebrew Israelite, trying to worship the God of Israel and still be ignorant and stupid and wrong in your Jewish ways? Stop being Jewish, man. Come back to the home of the truth. Where we read.
Herein lays the problem with your presence at our college.
Go ahead. Now, this is the problem they got with us being at their universities. Go ahead.
You simply did not get here on merit.
Right. They say you didn't earn your way here. They think you're a welfare case that the college had to bring so they could say they got black people here. Go ahead.
Believe it or not, students are not the only who think this.
Go ahead. Students, they saying it's the go ahead. I'll let them say it.
And know this. It is a common fact that a black person can score hundreds of points lower on the SAT, but also professors and TAs.
They say students aren't the only ones who think we don't belong in those classes next to them, but the professors believe it. The teachers, your instructors believe that. The TAs, man. You understand? They all believe that, according to this letter, that they all believe we stupid and ignorant and don't belong in those colleges. That we just a welfare case, man. Go ahead.
I am sure you can see it in their faces and behavior towards you.
You see? Because they know that these teachers, even though they teaching black people, that they racist and can't stand us either. And they right. And they right. And they say, I know y'all know it. Y'all feel the racist. Y'all feel the hostility that comes off of these professors in these colleges, especially these majority white colleges. Y'all feel it. Go ahead.
The only reason 99% of black students are at UMass is because you were given an easy pass.
Because you were given an easy pass. You didn't work as hard as us true Americans. You didn't work as hard as us true scholars. You just a high school fool that they let up in here just to be politically correct. You understand? You got it?
Okay. Be easy pass. And this applies to every other post-secondary institution.
This applies to every college, post-secondary. That's after high school. That's what post-secondary means. Every post-secondary institution of education or school. Go ahead.
Not only do you lack intellectual chops.
They said you lack intellectual chops. You're not smart at all. Blacks and Hispanics, that's what they think of you. Go ahead.
You never truly fit in with campus culture.
You don't fit in with their campus culture. You don't walk around in the white groups because they won't let you in. And if they let you in, they let you in to ridicule you and emasculate you. You understand? So we don't want to be with them like that. Most of us, some of us do still try to walk around with them. I see them. One little black girl walking with the three oppressors with maybe two Chinese people walking in a group like they all the same. They know you're not the same with your damn nappy hair and your braids. They know you're not the same with the way you walk. You don't walk like them. You don't talk and think like them, but you fight hard to mix in and blend with them and be their friends, and they look at it as weakness.
Right.
Go ahead. No sweat. Slocky. 1 second. Give me 1 second. Give me how I'm gonna do that. Okay, I got it. Give me 1 second, audience. Let me grab something. I'll open it here for you. It's the article. That's the funny. Okay. No sweat. It should be close to the end. Where you at?
Kawaka.
You can make it bigger if you need
to. Not only do you lack intellectual chops, you never truly fit in with campus culture or any cliche on campus.
Or any what? Where we at?
Cliche.
Any clique.
Any clique.
No, so we don't fit in to campus societies the Caucasians fit into. We don't fit in with their cliques or their groups. A clique is a group or a club or something that they got together. We don't fit in with them. Why? Because remember in Genesis, the Lord said 2 manner of people will be separated from thy bowels. We 2 different people. The Lord said, be holy, which is different. We just different. So we don't fit into their cliques. We got our own cliques. You understand? And the fact that we don't just have our own cliques and be amongst us and not give a damn about them, the fact that we try to join their cliques and then realize we don't fit in with them, they look at us as weak, man. Read.
On campus, and the only reason we engage with you,
the only reason why they even tolerate or engage with us, he's saying, go ahead,
is out of fear of being called racist and your forced imposition.
Your forced imposition. They don't want people calling them racist out loud, so they cover that up and they try to tolerate you. You understand? And because of your forced imposition, man, because you imposed yourself on them forcibly, they don't want you around, but you walk amongst them anyway, come to their schools and sit amongst them and try to chime in on their conversations. You force yourself into their world, they're saying. Because you do that, and we don't want to be called racist out loud, we tolerate you, he's saying. This letter's saying. Go ahead.
White people, Asians, Hispanics, almost none of us truly want to interact with you.
He said nobody, no other race wants to interact with black people. Go ahead.
We only do.
And a lot of that is true because a lot of our Hispanic brothers and sisters, they don't want to deal with us either because they didn't fell for the sorcery and the witchcraft pushed by our oppressor. You understand? But once they find out, you done had a lot of Hispanics and Latinos, they come into the ISUPK and find out who they really are and who their brothers are. And brother, they got a love that it's one beautiful to experience.
Right.
our Hispanic brothers and sisters and Latino brothers and sisters. They got a love in them. Once they realize we all family, they got a love in them that's wonderful, man. All 12 tribes got to come together, man. Read.
We only do so because it is required.
This is, from Caucasian aspect, they only interact with us. They only tolerate us because that's the rule. That's what's required. Read.
The entire history of black people in the U.S., unlike every other superior ethnic groups.
The entire history of what?
Of black people in the U.S.
The entire history of us, they saying. In the U.S., go ahead.
Unlike every other superior ethnic groups.
Is unlike every other superior ethnic group. So basically they saying every other race is better than us. And our history in the U.S., read.
Literally every other single one, including Asians who are richer and more educated than whites, is one of imposition.
They say our entire life in the U.S. is one of imposition. Go ahead.
On our society.
On our society, meaning you imposing on them. America's their life. These certain colleges is their life. And you black people, man, you imposing on them by even wanting to come there, by even wanting to be a part of this society. You imposing on these good white folk. Stop imposing on them. That's what the letter's saying, begging us to leave them the hell alone. Go ahead.
Every cry, every whine.
Listen to that. Every cry. They think we a bunch of crybabies. Every cry, every what?
Whine.
Whine. Who whines? A baby whines. Children whine. But they saying us as a race, we whine because we do. Because of your religion makes you weak. The church makes you weak. The mosque makes you weak. And you think begging these people is going to make them accept and love you. They say doing the same thing over and over and over, expecting a different result, is the definition of insanity, man. And these people then showed us that they're not going to love us no matter how much we march and beg them and appeal to them and try to love them. They're not going to share that love. But we keep doing it, man, which means we are insane. We are insane. They saying we're opposing on their life trying to be next to them. And they said we're crybabies. Every cry, and they said we are a race of whiners. Every cry, every whine, go ahead.
Every demand stems from a place of rejection.
Every demand we make, I want freedom, I want this, I want that. They say all of that comes because they reject us. Because they reject us and we sad about it and we mad about it. So we protest and we march and we demand things and we want this and we want equal rights with them and we want an equal life with them. We got a life, we got a right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness too, when they know that was for them, not us. But when we say it, they realize that all of our demands come from a place of rejection. They done rejected us and we mad about it and trying to force them to accept us. Come on, black people. Come on, Hispanic people. Look how they looking at us, man.
Right.
As opposed to how they supposed to look at us in the Bible, man. Come back home and re-educate yourself so we can be strong. Read.
You must beg the rest of society.
You hear this? They say you're a bunch of beggars. You got to beg the rest of society. Read.
To accept you and allow you in, because otherwise we would never interact with you.
They would never even deal with us if we ain't beg them. Please give us rights. Please treat us fair. Please, please. A bunch of beggars. They look at us like little children, man, that they'd rather not be around. Go ahead.
The natural inclination has not subsided.
Go ahead. And that natural inclination of them rejecting us and us begging them to accept us, it still goes on. That's what not subsided means. Not went away. It still goes on. Go ahead.
You people should seriously consider doing the human race a favor.
Listen to this. They pleading with black people to do the human race a favor. Go ahead.
And getting sterilized.
And get sterilized. They don't want to kill you. They don't want to murder you in the streets. They just want you to get sterilized and don't have no more children. So eventually you'll die off. You'll die off naturally, and you won't be imposing on their good American air. We breathe in the same air as them, and that offends them. That offends them because they look at you like you're weak, like you're animals, and you're disgusting, and you're a bunch of crybabies and whiners and weaklings. And it's the fault of the Christian church.
Right.
And it's the fault of the Muslim mosque.
Right.
And it's the fault of all of you religions, man. Religions make us weak. And listen, if you say, I don't follow no religion, I'm just spiritual, that's a religion too.
Right.
And it makes you weak.
Right.
Go ahead.
I'm not being facetious.
He's not joking around. He's not just trying to be smart or asshole. Go ahead.
You should consider undergoing a surgical procedure.
They would like us to have surgery as a race. Go ahead.
To remove your gonads.
To move these testicles from off of us. So we ain't putting no more babies in no more women and having no more children. Go ahead.
Thereby sparing human race exposure to your DNA.
And that way we'll spare the good human race from us, man, and our people. Go ahead.
The world will thank you.
They will thank us. Go ahead.
Thank you for reading our letter.
That's it. So let me see. That's what they think about you, man. Here's what they think about you. You understand? That's what they think about you. Get me 1st Ezra in the Apocrypha, 8th chapter and 84th verse, and it's almost time I had to end with this here. I'll get into the questions I have next week. And again, send in your questions, and we can go into that next week too. But this is what they think about you, man. They think you're weak, and they rather you just die off and go away. Why? Because you done built this country already. They rich now. They the #1 superpower on the earth. They just were like they done used you for 400 years of slave labor. They're over 400 to build this empire. Now that they got the empire, they don't want to give you a reward for it. They don't want you to live good like them. They just want you to go away. They hope you die off. They hope you get sterilized and die off. You understand? Read this. And a lot of you still trying to get with them. This is what all of them think deep down inside, whether they say it or not. And a lot of you brothers are still trying to get white girls. A lot of you sisters, you still looking at some of these called oppressors' sons like they handsome or some mess, man. Like you can get with them, especially when you in entertainment. Go ahead.
This is the book of 1st Ezra, chapter 8 and verse 84.
Go ahead.
Therefore, now shall ye not join your daughters unto their sons.
So this is part of the education that we were supposed to receive from our God. We would know better. We would not be joining our daughters to their sons, man. We wouldn't let them have our sisters, man. Our sisters are too holy and precious, man, to give to those pink animals, man. We wouldn't be allowed to give our daughters and sisters to them. Read.
Neither shall ye take their daughters unto your sons.
And we would not be allowed to take little Debbie or little Susie and give her nasty pink rosy cheek behind to our sons, man. It was against the law. This was our education not to mix with them. Read.
Verse 85. Moreover.
And even more than that, the Most High is saying, go ahead.
Ye shall never seek to have peace with them.
You shall what?
Never seek to have peace with them.
You Christians ain't never read that. And this is in the Bible. You get a King James 1611 Bible, it's in there. The book of 1st Ezra, 8th chapter and 85th verse. The Lord said, moreover, ye shall never seek to have peace with them. Who in the hell told you got to live equal and at peace with all people on the earth, man?
Right.
I guess some pastor told you that, huh? Some imam told you that mess, huh? Well, God said, never seek to have peace with them. Never. Because peace with them means your weakness.
Right.
Peace with them means your destruction.
That's right.
Your demise. That's why God said, never seek to have peace with them. Read.
That ye may be strong.
That what?
That ye may be strong.
Because if you seek to have peace with the oppressor, you will never be strong. You will never be strong, man. Seeking peace with them makes you weak.
Right.
And our people knew this once upon a time. The Lord just said it, man. He said, never seek to have peace with them so that you can be strong. That's easy to understand. Read.
And eat the good things of the land.
And eat the good things of the land. Be blessed by the Most High. If you didn't seek their peace and you stayed strong under his education, under his laws and commandments, you would have blessings from him all over the place. Go ahead.
And that ye may leave the inheritance of the land unto your children forevermore.
And we would regain our inheritance that we lost by joining religions, by joining America. We would regain our inheritance and be able to give it down to our children and be a strong race of people again, man. A strong race of people. The Christian church and the Muslim mosques have weakened us in the eyes of our oppressors, man. That's the bottom line. And only the universal practical knowledge found in this Bible, this is the only thing that can make us strong.
Right.
The only thing, man. That's why we are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Why? The knowledge and education of the Most High, it's universal, meaning it applies to everything. And it's practical, meaning it's something you can do in a way you can live every day. It's practical. You can actually live like the Most High said to live. You understand? And we're going to gain fame on this earth, man. And when the Lord bring our enemies down, we're going to rule this earth, man. We're going to, one last one, Daniel 7 and 18, Salakia. One last one, y'all. I appreciate y'all hanging in there. We're going to rule this thing one day, man. If we return back to the Lord, we getting our inheritance back. You understand? Only the Bible can make us strong. You understand? And then when our king returns, brother, and those 200 million black angels with him, everything getting back in order. Everything getting back in order. When our king give the order, we're going to show that we strong again. You understand? All of us ain't weak. The ISUPK ain't no weakness in here, like I said earlier.
Right.
We don't believe the witchcraft and the lies of our oppressor. We don't believe them one bit. We don't want their women. We don't want their sons. We don't want their friendship. We don't want their peace. The only thing they can give us that will satisfy us in the ISUPK is their blood.
Right.
And I'm just being real to you. I'm just being real to you. I ain't telling nobody to go out and take their blood because that's against the rules also. And we obey the Most High. We ain't supposed to do that right now. But a day is coming where our king going to return and we're going to get our orders. And in that day only, when our king give the orders, then ain't going to be no more begging in that day.
Right.
Ain't going to be no marching and please give us and can we have? No. This is what it's going to be in that day. Daniel 7 and 18.
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 7 and verse 18. But the saints.
Who are the saints? The Israelites. It's all over the Bible. The Lord say, Israel is my saints. So the saints, go ahead.
Of the Most High.
Of the Most High God of Israel, go ahead.
Shall take the kingdom.
Shall what?
Take the kingdom.
Shall what?
Take the kingdom.
Ain't no begging in that day. When we get our orders, we taking this goddamn kingdom, man. We taking this place. Ain't no negotiations, ain't no deals, ain't no contracts being signed. We taking this place over. Read.
And possess the kingdom.
And doing what?
Possess the kingdom.
And we're going to possess this earth, man. We're going to possess this place, meaning own it. We taking it from our oppressor. By the power of the Most High, through the orders and guidance of our King Yahushua. We're going to possess this kingdom. Go ahead.
Forever, even forever and ever.
And that's that. We're going to have this thing forever. With that, I'm going to say shalom, Israel. Hey, the water y'all on, what is it called? The Clubhouse, man. The water y'all for tuning in on the Clubhouse. The water for everybody on Facebook, everybody on YouTube. Shalom. Send in your questions. Once again, AskYeTheProphets@gmail.com or send a DM message in to Ask Ye the Prophets on Facebook. I'm not sure how the Clubhouse work yet, but if y'all can get messages in or send messages, my brothers, Officer Ibad will get them, or Officer Yediah or myself, we'll get your messages, you know what I'm saying? Or send them directly to the email. And we can go live with your questions, man, and answer it all. With that, I'm going to say shalom. I'll see y'all next week. Love you, Israel. Play the music.
Hey, I'm just following orders. Let me get one of those slow motion pictures, bro. One of the slow motion pictures.
You gotta shoot at 60 frames per second.
Come on,
They say they wanna hit that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move and coach shit. Cause if they make the wrong move, it coast shit. You see me, they like, ooh, keep on stopping. I'm on my way up and they ain't gon' stop it. They say they wanna hit that raw shit. Coming up, I'm about to bullshit. They see me, they like, ooh, keep on stopping. I'm on my body, real niggas right beside me. Damn right, I brought my army, going up like a rocket, and can't nobody stop me. These niggas garbage, so watch your mouth, boy. Coming all black, slithering house, call me mouth, boy. I'm off the hip like a cowboy. I'm a king, you should bow, boy. Shorty like, damn, man, you cut up. Nothing I can handle. 144 in the booth, going Rambo. Niggas do you dirty like a stick in a bando. That's why I play the corner like a bum with a banjo. I'ma lead by example. Ooh, keep on stopping, got this bitch off the hand, got the juice, got the drip, about to hit the bitch with the salt. It ain't rap, it's assault. Can't taste a bitch unless you with the coke. They say they wanna hit that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move and coach shit. Cause if they make the wrong move, it coast shit. Hey! One way, one way, one way, one way, one way. Coming up on my
I do it how a veteran be. You better than me. I'm Reggie at the edge of the key. It's all money, no honey. Think you settle and see. You locked up, fucked up, and it's back to the streets. It's One West. You can check the residency. I reside with soldiers died on the soles of their feet. Cause it's death before designer. Ain't no coward in me. Cause I'm cold as a bitch's shoulder. You ain't calling a week. Get the cooking on this beat. Hope you like it well done. Got them killers rolling with me and they all red rum, red rum, red rum. Got you fuckers scared some. Get the banging on this beat till my fucking head numb. Black Glock, red drum, black and yellow Air Ones. Homie, you ain't got a vest. I suggest you wear one.
Told these niggas we was going up. They was doing a lot of talking. Now these niggas ain't saying shit.
Feeling like a legend in this shit. Lil nigga, I'm past veteran. Never feeling third. Lil nigga, I'm past second. Guns, I gotta have them all like Ash Ketchum. Shotty break a nigga ribs up like his wife left him. We all stepping. Kill you with kindness cause I'm dead nice. That 5'7" put you 6 feet, not talking height. That judge giving out 5 but you doing life. These hands are rude GPS. A mean right. That's mean right. We build different, you know the vibes. And we something authentic, we notarized. I keep a 144 because I know a cod. Noah's Ark, you know I'm with animals when we flowing by. We back again, no cap, when I'm with Cap again. Yeah, they say they want smoke until we matching them. Everything righteous, so you know when we get back at them, you get hit up with a K, but no acronym.
They say they wanna hit that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move and coach shit. Cause if they make the